welcome to today's Disney video. Today we have officially entered the Renaissance period and we will be discussing and rating The Little Mermaid.
So we say the Renaissance period starts The Little Mermaid because quality-wise it was like an overnight turnaround. Like Disney were stuck in a rut and then suddenly we get a tale about a mermaid and it feels very Disney, The Little Mermaid. I mean, when you think of Disney's, The Little Mermaid kind of, for me, sums up everything Disney's about.
So this was the first Disney princess film for 30 years. So the last Disney princess film before this was Sleeping Beauty, which was a terrible flop. So they decided not to make any more princess movies until The Little Mermaid for some reason.
Yeah, but I think it is really a strong choice. It just feels like suddenly after floundering with the likes of Black Cauldron and after floundering with the likes of Oliver and Company and the Black Cauldron, suddenly Disney went, right, no, what are we actually about?
Yeah, and just Disney's back, y'all.
Yeah, we've got princesses, we've got catchy songs, we've got sidekicks that actually serve purposes rather than just being blatant hangers-ons. Like,
this may be the start of the animal sidekicks for princesses.
To a point, well, I don't know if I believe that because I think Snow White
nice.
and Cinderella had their own few, but I think the animal like Flounder and Sebastian, they are like they're connected to the plot.
Yeah.
I think the Little Mermaid and the mermaid backdrop is like a really good way of blending these animals. Like Sebastian is like kind of like what is he, the King Triton's right hand man?
Yeah, he's like a royal advisor or something. Oh, you know, he kind of is, but then he also does all the music.
He's whatever job the plot needs him to have at that current time. But and that's not a bad thing because I think having like this one character who's always accessible for like that side of the story, I think they give Sebastian's a fun character.
I like Sebastian. I got no issues with him. He's cool.
Yeah, and even Flounder just as a best friend. Yeah, he's another best friend of the princess, which is such a common thing. But Flounder has enough of a personality that he stands on his own two fins.
Hey, I like Flounder. Flounder's fun. Obviously, other characters you've got King Triton.
Yeah.
Who is king of the seven seas.
Yeah, kind of like he always used to remind me of Poseidon. I don't know if that's what Disney were going for. Not that I know who Poseidon is. I know what pop culture thinks Poseidon is, and yeah.
Obviously, the big. Well, we'll go through like the slightly minor characters first. So you've got Grimsby, who's Prince Eric's kind of butler person. He is interesting. He's just an elderly guy, very strict. He fulfills his role. Doesn't really do much more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about him. I think what's more interesting to talk about maybe is like where Ariel stands in the feminist debate because like Cinderella, she is attacked for like giving up her kingdom for a man. Is that like so
yeah,
she hasn't
but it's
aged
not
well.
Really her kingdom, is it? Because if we think about it, she is like she's the favourite daughter because when we get a couple more movies in, because The Little Mermaid has 2 sequels, it's like she looks exactly the same as her mother. So she's like the favourite daughter for that reason. But if we're going down line of succession, Ariel would not inherit the kingdom of Atlantica because it would go to the first daughter who's like Adrena, Alana, Aquata, one of them.
I don't particularly see inheriting kingdoms as a lot of like it doesn't really ever cross Ariel's mind. Like I think like you said, she isn't letting the kingdom down by absconding with this man with legs.
But it's not even just about Eric, is it? Like she has the fascination with the human world before she meets Eric.
Yeah.
And then Eric finally gives her a reason to want to be a human. Well, she already wants to be human. But he basically like gives her a reason to go and do it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's unfeminist at all, personally.
Yeah, I guess it's just the way she gives up her voice, i.e. a personality and her right to
Okay, yeah, giving up her voice for a man is unfeminist, but then...
But she's punished for it, and I think the villain tells her that is how you get the man, and it doesn't work out well. So
Yeah, because the villain does it knowing full well that it's gonna do her in.
I think, if anything, The Little Mermaid, like Cinderella, is such a old movie now that people remember it and they pick up certain bits and they forget the context. And I think it makes feminist debate really easy if they can kind of ignore half the story.
Going back to characters, minor characters again, you've got probably one of my favourite minor characters, which is Chef Louis.
Chef Louis is a weird one. Like he's like good for one joke in the whole film, and
He just chases Sebastian.
And then I know the sequel brought him back, but I'm a little bit
But he's played by John Stamos in the live. You know, they did Little Mermaid live for his 30th anniversary last year, and John Stamos was Chef Louis.
Yeah, I like when you say Little Mermaid, you never think of Chef Louis.
Yeah, true. Max the dog is another fun Disney animal. Doesn't do much, but he's fun.
Yeah, he's just classic dog psychic.
So if we go into the bigger characters, obviously we've got Ariel, which we've kind of slightly discussed, and Eric.
Yeah.
As the prince. Now I take issue with Eric.
Okay.
I used to really like Eric when I was younger. Eric was my favourite prince pre-Flynn Rider coming in and stealing my heart. I was all about Eric. But actually when we rewatched it the other week, I was like, you don't do much, Eric.
Well, he does. He vanquishes the villain and frees as far as
he
doing
steers
thing.
the ship into Ursula. But it's more just like the whole... It's just like how he reacts to Ariel washing up on the beach. Like a random woman who, yes, he has seen before, but he doesn't really remember her because what he remembers is the voice, which is why Ursula takes it away. Just to him, like this random woman who's washed up on the beach wearing like a sail as clothes. He has no idea who she is. Has no idea where her family is. She can't speak. And he's just like... so chill with it. He's like, yeah, come and stay at the castle. Yeah, I'll take you on a sightseeing tour of the village. Yeah, come here. Like, bearing in mind, he has no idea who she is. He has no idea if she hasn't like just survived like a major shipwreck that is kind of his issue because that happened in his kingdom.
I think that's just how. I mean, if he was in Newcastle, that's just the dating scene.
Oh. Well, it's not set in Newcastle, is it? Ursula as a villain, I feel like we should talk about.
She's fun.
Based on a drag queen.
Yeah. I think Ursula is one of the stronger ones. Like, maybe, I think she could have done with a bit more explaining. There's clearly, like, this interesting history here. I mean, was it you that said that we're never sure if she's maybe related to Triton?
Oh, okay, so
Used to be married to Triton?
In an earlier draft, she was King Triton's sister. And that got cut somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
Which just means that, like, that whole kind of a backstory of her feud with Triton kind of got lost. Like, she seemingly has, like, no reason for what she's doing. Whereas her being a sister that wanted the throne makes more sense.
I think just wanting the throne, I mean, like, it doesn't hurt her villainy. It's not like... I mean, it's just something to... I agree, like, having that sister thing would have, like, added a flavour to it, but I think she holds up anyway. I quite like the design of her. When she turns all the mere people into weeds at the bottom of the ocean, like, that's quite creepy.
I love her song.
Yeah.
I like all Unfortunate Souls is a good song. It's good. There is good songs in...
Yeah. Kiss the Girl, Under the Sea...
Part of Your World, which was nearly cut from the film.
Yeah.
But what I like about Ursula is that when she's like the one villain that doesn't just sit back. She's not just like, okay, I have an evil plan and it's going to work, and obviously Ariel's not going to be able to convince this guy that he loves her enough to kiss her in like 3 days. When it starts to look as if Ariel's going to win, she is like, right, okay, no, I'm going to have to get more involved. And transforms herself into Vanessa, who is like an attractive human and uses Ariel's voice that she's taken away in order to entrap Eric into thinking that she's the woman that saved him. And I just like that she actually just goes and actually gets her hands dirty.
Yeah, I think actually Ursula is like returning to the Disney villains of great. We're talking about returning to the princess, we're talking about returning to the music and like the animal sidekicks, but I think also returning to the villains.
Yeah.
I mean, she reminds me of the likes of Maleficent and Lady Tremaine and Cruella de Vil, like and also like the whole plot, like I'm gonna trick you into thinking you have a chance with this man, but I'm gonna take it away. That's like very old school Disney villain.
Yeah, she's not afraid to actually go out and do some villainy.
Yeah. I think Little Mermaid's a very strong film for the fact it returns to. I don't even want to say basics because I don't think it's basics. I think Little Mermaid.
It's reinventing Disney, isn't it? Doing what Disney does best.
Yeah, it's like reinventing by going back to the old and just telling it like with a bit more flourish. Like, let's go back and do what Sleeping Beauty did, but tell it better, which I think is a better way of.
Yeah, it was like, let's look at what actually did well in our classics. What haven't we done in a while? Oh, A Princess Story. Should we try doing that again?
Yeah. Any fun facts for it?
Yeah, I have a fun fact. So my fun fact is that 3 legendary Disney characters, which is Donald, Mickey, and Goofy, do a blink and you miss it cameo in the opening scene of The Little Mermaid.
I haven't spotted it, and I've been looking out for it like 3 times. Allegedly, it's there.
It is there. I've seen it.
Okay.
Rating?
Yeah. Do you want to go first this time? Should I?
I'll go first. I'm going to give The Little Mermaid an 8.
I see we're giving it 8 because it's like a return to strength, and I think it's very well told. I'm probably going to go to a 7 though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're giving it the same that you gave Cinderella and Sleeping. Oh no, one less than Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Cinderella and Snow White. You both gave 7s too.
Yeah, I think it's a very good,
cool,
good film.
And with that, we are off. Have a
Sorry.
bless you. And with that, we are off. Have a magical rest of your day.